Divorce can be a challenging and emotional process, especially when it comes to dividing assets and reaching a financial settlement. But what happens when ex-partners can't agree on how to split their finances? In today's video, we'll explore the concept of a contested financial order and what can happen during this complex legal process. Before we delve into a contested financial order, let's first understand what a divorce settlement is and how it's reached. During a divorce or dissolution of a civil partnership, the two partners come to a financial agreement. This agreement involves dividing assets accumulated during their relationship, such as pensions, properties, savings, investments, and even child support or living expenses. In April 2022, divorce laws underwent change to minimize conflict and provide a smoother process. These new laws eliminated the need to assign blame, allowing couples to mutually end their marriage. It gave couples a 20-week period to reconsider and plan for the future before applying for a conditional order. After following the no-fault divorce process, divorces cannot be contested except on limited grounds. At any point during the divorce or dissolution of a civil partnership, a financial settlement can be negotiated. A solicitor helps draft a consent order, which makes the agreement legally binding, subject to court approval. The court reviews the order and approves it if it is deemed fair. Factors such as children, marriage length, property, earnings, and standard of living are considered for a fair financial settlement. It's important to note that divorce laws and processes can differ in England, Wales, and Scotland. In Scotland, only assets acquired during the marriage are considered matrimonial property, whereas in England and Wales, assets, regardless of ownership or location, are assessed for a fair settlement. Scotland also limits the duration of maintenance to 3 years. Now, what happens if both parties agree on the settlement? Well, in the UK, financial agreements can become legally binding through a consent order, which requires approval from a judge. This order includes the division of assets such as pensions, property, savings, and investments, along with provisions for child maintenance. By reaching an agreement, parties can avoid court hearings, save time, and reduce divorce costs. But what if the settlement is contested? In the UK, when ex-partners can't agree on how to divide their finances, they can apply for a court order, also known as a financial order. This is where things can become more complicated. The court will intervene and decide on the division of assets including pensions, property, savings, and investments. Maintenance payments, including child maintenance, can also be arranged. Contention can rise from various reasons, such as one party believing the proposed settlement is unfair or suspecting that the other party has been hiding money. While it's not illegal to protect your money during a divorce, the court may view this unfavourably if such actions are discovered. Understanding contested financial orders. So what exactly is a contested financial order? In the UK, it is a court-ordered arrangement for the division of assets between divorcing and separating partners when they cannot agree. The court makes the decision on the division of assets, which can be a time-consuming and expensive process. Let's take a look at the process of obtaining a contested financial order. It begins with attending a mediation, information, and assessment meeting, unless there are circumstances of domestic abuse. If mediation fails or is deemed inappropriate, the next step is to proceed to court. Both parties will be required to disclose their financial information fully and honestly. During court proceedings, a full and frank financial disclosure must be provided by each party, including assets, income, pensions, and debt. Instructions from the court may be given regarding valuations or additional documentation. A financial dispute resolution hearing takes place where negotiations are encouraged, aiming for an agreement. If an agreement is reached, a final order can be made. Otherwise, a final hearing will be held to issue a final order outlining how assets will be split. Once a contested financial order is in place, its enforcement may require legal action. Enforcement methods vary depending on factors such as the type of order and the party's financial situation. Some common methods include orders to obtain information, charging orders against properties, attachment of earnings orders, third-party debt orders, and writs of control or warrants of execution. In extreme cases of non-compliance, the court may consider orders for committal, potentially leading to imprisonment. Given the time-consuming and costly nature of contested financial orders, it is advisable to explore alternative options before committing to the legal process. Mediation can be an effective way to resolve disputes and reach agreements on financial matters. If successful, you can create your own consent order, which, when approved by the court, concludes the legal proceedings during the divorce, saving you time and money. Even with the most amicable of divorces, it can still be worthwhile to consult with a solicitor for expert advice on how to proceed. These days, there's many online solicitors that work out cheaper and easier than meeting in person. JustAnswer, for example, only costs £5 for a trial, which could be far less than a traditional in-person appointment. One of my colleagues used their service and saved over £270 on an outstanding parking ticket. I've linked that offer in the description below, and if you use that, you'll also be supporting Money Nerd, so thank you.